And we are back, another episode of Chris Hates Everything. I am your host, Chris, and what are we hating on today? It's been a lot of shit going on in the world today. But before we get to that bullshit, how are you? How are you? You okay? Is your mental health okay? Good, because when you ask that to people, they don't give a fuck anyway. Who gives a shit about your mental health? Yeah, my mental health is great. Yeah, it's great. Life just falling apart all in the background. They just can't see it. Anyway, we got some shit for you. First off, I want to say that it is a big Griselda day. Nothing happened in particular, but just want to wear the shirt. Support Westside Gun Conway, being on the top of the hat right here, pause. So listen to more Griselda. Play Griselda for the kids. Play Griselda at your weddings. Westside Gun and Conway are for the children. Anyway, Keke Palmer has been in the fucking headlines for a couple of days now, and it's cool. It's cool. Let's take a look at what she did. Hold on. All right, who gives a fuck about that? That's cool. So we see what she did. This isn't really about her behavior because to me, I don't believe she did anything wrong. But I also believe her baby father did not do anything wrong either by, commenting on her outfit. You're the mother and all that stuff. And I understand what the mothers are saying. Like, we can dress like that. Just because we're a mother doesn't mean we need to dress all. We can dress, we can dress how we fucking want. Stupid ass niggas. And absolutely right. But it does beg the question, do you think she respects her man as her man? I will say no. It's not even the behavior. It's not even the fact that her outfit was revealing her ass was out in the other when she turns around or whatever like that. That's fine. The women are wearing things like that. I'm never a dude to police how women dress. Like I'm not like that. If you're comfortable, then you're comfortable with it. You have to go outside of this home and deal with what happens when you dress a certain way, because I can be like, I'm cool with it, and all my friends can be like, they're cool with it, but we only speak for a small minority of men, and we do not have any control over what you see or what happens once you leave the house. So that's a good way to caution your significant other if you think she's dressing provocatively. But the thing is, in this day and age, the women are dressing a little bit more revealing. Titties is out, ass is out, stomachs is out. Who gives a fuck? It's out. It's out here. Body positivity, all that good shit. Even with that said, I still wonder if she actually respects him. And then I also been reading things about her dating down and stuff like that. And that's an interesting pivot right there, how women date down. Because men and women both date down differently. Men don't really look at dating down as anything. We can date like the dude said. We can date a chick who works in Chick-fil-A as a multi-millionaire. We can do that. But a woman has significant issue if she is in a relationship with a man she makes more money than. That's, to her, that's considered dating down. I don't even think there's a definition for a guy's version of that. But for a woman, a man of lower social class, financial class is, I'm dating down. I'm doing you the favor by speaking to you and spending time with you. But make no mistake about it, I am the prize. And only women think like that. And I think that is fucking interesting. It's a character thing. Because if you ask men or women, do you look down on people, for one? And everybody would be like, no, I don't do that shit. But when you're dating for women, they definitely look down on the men that they believe they are above, you know. And I think that is really, really interesting, to believe that you're above anyone for any reason. To me, is a character flaw. And I think that it doesn't necessarily need to be corrected. I think it just needs to be recognized. By no means am I telling women to change the way they think. Think however the fuck you want to think. But, you know, self-destruction is self-destruction. So I don't know, but it's really interesting how women look at dating down. They just, you know, I make money now, so I would never date a man who didn't make as much money as I do. And I get it from their point of view. They got to do it for survival purposes. You know, they don't want to be straddled with a baby with a man who doesn't make enough money to take care and provide. But then again, you wouldn't want to have a baby with a man who doesn't take care and provide. That's a whole different fucking argument that you would have with a woman, and men too, because men are fucking bozos too. Well, she kept the baby. Well, you know, it was her choice to make, not yours. Use a condom. But I always had an issue with women's concept of dating down, because by that definition, men have been dating down since the beginning of time and found absolutely no problem with it. You know, it just, to me, it looks like one side is able to build and grow with someone regardless of their class or how much money that they have, and the other group isn't. I just understand from the other group why that is, but at the same time, though, it still feels like ugh. Feels like ugh. It's not about going with who you love, because love don't pay the bills. But two willing people in a relationship who loves each other regardless of social class, financial status, to me, will have long-lasting and fruitful relationships, and that's what people want. I think a lot of times on both sides, people want to be taken care of. What can you do for me? That type of shit, and that's not how these romantic relationships work. I keep saying this on a fucking podcast, and nor is this a fucking relationship show, but it's just a shit that I see online and stuff like that. Like there's on both sides, men and women, nobody respects the actual relationship anymore. Everybody is so performative. Everybody wants to hurry up and take pictures and show everybody how shiny shit looks. But relationships take time, and they take effort, and they take energy, and they take a sense of duty. And you have to want to be in a relationship to serve, not to just be served. And a lot of times, both men and women want everything done their way, because they don't know how to fucking coexist with someone. They know how to fuck someone. They know how to sit across from them and have food or take a picture, but they don't know how to, you know, the nuances of relationships and stuff like that. And I see a lot of that on social media and I just think that people just don't respect their spouses. They just procreate with them, and that's it. I was reading an article about how Ms. Palmer looked, how her and the Darius Jackson, I believe, I don't want to mess his name up, how they met and stuff like that. He was actually a relative of somebody else at a party. She asked who he was. They hit it off, and then they go from there. And I didn't know a lot of women was looking at that man as dating down for her, as if all he had to offer her was his money. How he reduced people to just how much money do you make. Your self-worth is now tied to how much money you make. If you date a famous woman, as a man, it is now tied to how much money do you got. Can you take care of her needs or whatever like that? It's not anything intrinsic. Like, he talks to her, and he's very nice and kind to her, or he's kind to her, and he's respectful of her, and he does what he can for her and stuff like that, you know. It's not about that no more. It's about the bullshit. But anyway, you know, wherever you sit at on that Keke Palmer shit, stay your ass on that side, because I don't really give a fuck about what you think about it. I don't give a fuck if you think he's totally in the wrong for calling her out on social media. Who gives a shit? Because we don't know what happened prior to that. We don't know that. We don't know their last conversation prior to him saying that. But it's not. Motherfuckers don't like reserving judgment. They like snap decision, snap. He did it. She did it. He did it. She did it. That's it. Fuck it. They did it. They're poor. They can't do anything anyway. Like, and he got dogged out too. You know, like I said, I don't give a fuck where you stand out on either side of the. If you're on his side or her side, that those are irrelevant points to me. It's just how people look and how people change the rules depending on who it is. Because I bet you, if the genders were switched, you're not going to get the same. You're not going to get the same public shame as they did that young man. You're not going to get that. They're not going to shame the woman for anything like that. They're not going to do that shit. They'll never do anything like that. That's why, like, this social media shit, this shit is rigged. And it's rigged in favor of the loudest marginalized community. Right now, I look at a lot of black people tweets and shit, like a lot of black Twitter shit. And right now, the marginalized group is black women. They can't do anything to save themselves. Everything is somebody else's fault. They have their own trials and tribulations. We're all just contributing to it. Everybody's a bunch of fuck ups. On our end, we all doing the black women dirty, this, that, and the third. Okay. I'm not gonna get into any of that shit. But it's like a race to be victim. So they'll be the victim now. It'll be another group in a couple of weeks. That'll be a victim of whatever. It's just nonstop hate and attacks, and it gets really fucking annoying. So that was my little shit on that. I talked for a long fucking time, but who gives a shit? Yeah, Jonah Hill established some boundaries. I believe. I think this is it right here. Yeah. This, I never seen anything put like this. Like, I never seen anything like these are boundaries, I guess. That's what they tell us, So he told her this in 2021, 2 years ago. That's interesting. You would think this was a recent thing. But yeah, he got his shit off, told her how he felt about things. Told her how, just told her, you can't, if you need to do these things, then I'm not the right person for you. Basically, if you're doing these things right here, I'm not the right partner for you. And you know what? That's fucking healthy. Regardless of what happens next, regardless of what you think this shit is, how it reads to you, regardless of anything like that, towards the very end, there's more of this text message I'm not showing, not for any nefarious reason, because I don't really give a fuck about their relationship. I'm just using this as a point for something else. I don't really care about what people think about the nature of these messages. I'm just trying to understand the point I believe he was trying to make. I don't really try to shit on people, without really actually knowing them. But when it's more fucking relationship shit. When you're in a relationship with someone, it comes with shit just like this. It might not be explicit like this, and it might not be as detailed like this, but it comes in all sorts of shapes, signs, and fashions and shit. Everybody has fucking boundaries in their relationship. Everybody has things that the other person cannot fucking do if they plan on keeping you as a significant other. They tore his ass up over that shit. And again, it's not about, like, I'm not really the type of dude who judges celebrities. I don't fucking know them. Like, I don't fucking know these niggas. I don't know these niggas. I know all of my friends, and I don't even judge them niggas that much. People are who they are. But with social media, it's like you always have to be the one who is pointing the finger at someone. You did this, you did that, you did this. They labeled him abusive for those text messages. They said he was talking therapist speak or some shit like that. They told him everything. But I bet you if it was the shoe was on the other foot, and the man was saying that about a woman, get the fuck out of here, you bitch ass nigga. Grow a pair of balls, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck you, nigga. You nigga, let that woman go, nigga. Men don't look fucking crazy. Men look fucking crazy if they do some shit like that 2 years later after the fact. If I give you a boundary and you take it as control, cool. But if I give you every single point every single chance to leave. You can leave at any fucking time. Why do you wait 2 years to come out and say, hey, fam, this nigga's controlling and manipulative. He's a motherfucking abuser. I'm not victim blaming. I want to know shit. I want to know things. You know, I want to know things. How are you in a relationship with someone who abused you for 2 years? And he gave you, and you can, you know, people need to leave relationships that does not serve them in a healthy way. Fuck Jonah Hill and this chick, what they going through. People need to leave relationships that do not serve them in a healthy way. I'm not saying that you leave at the first sign of peril with your significant other. What I am saying is the way you guys figured things out as a couple, if those methods are shit and those methods are breaking down, you know, then you probably should leave. You should just go. Like, find someone else. Be alone for a little bit, then find someone else. You know, you guys got this fucking thing where you just want to stick to people through all these, I'm going to stick with him too thick and thin and shit. Niggas having children on you and shit like that. Women that cheating on their dudes and shit like, if I have to cheat, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. I'm not going to give you some song and dance. Oh, you know what, babe? You know, because we wasn't having sex and you been all this and you been all that and stuff like that. No, I don't want to be with you. And I wish to have sex with someone else. That's just me, but I am fucking the safe dude. I'm having sex with protection and all that shit. And I don't let people control my happiness. And I don't let relationships control my happiness. You know, relationships are things that help. That should help a happy life. I'm already happy. A relationship should add on to that. You know, but I look at relationships a lot different. I believe everybody has to work, but I believe everybody needs to be able to speak up. A lot of times people don't say shit because, you know, hey, fam, I don't want to hurt anybody's fucking feelings. Your relationships, your intimate relationships will only grow through trials and tribulations. The relationship does not go anywhere, no matter how long it lasts. It doesn't actually go anywhere if you don't go through things together as a couple and come out of them. You know. But those are old school values and shit. Now it's like the relationships are transactional now. Oh, you're a good looking person. I'll have a baby with you, but I will never respect you as a man of this child. But you're good looking, so I'll have a baby with you. That's what I think the Keke Palmer think. That's the Keke Palmer thinking, you know, because she said it in the article. He was gorgeous, you know. She's a well-to-do woman, so she has a baby by him. It's fine, you know, because she's not looking to him to take care of it anyway. You know, that's crazy. You know, but you know, a rich woman they can play a different game. Rich women can play different games. I'm not saying she played that, man. She didn't. She's probably totally upfront with them and everything, you know. And he probably tweeted that, and he probably wasn't even watching the baby when he tweeted that shit. You know, who knows how often he sees that child? We have no idea what their relationship is about, you know. But everybody knows when to cast aspersions on people. They can shit on people. We know we'll always shit on him because we love her. That's crazy. We'll always shit on him because we love her. Okay. Shit. We didn't get to everything, but we're gonna get up out of here. I've been running my mouth for a very long time. Pause. Like, comment, and subscribe. And again, I don't care what you think about Keke Palmer's actions. I don't care about what you think when it comes to Jonah Hill. Those are just used as examples. I just believe that everybody did some adult shit. So, you know.